Mr. Speaker, sir, reply to star question 29. A, no, sir. And B, sir does not arise in you at A above. C, sir, the plan is to procure a suitable land for the purpose of a sanitary landfill.
Mr. Speaker, sir, even though the issue has been extensively discussed and replied yesterday, but still, I would like to get some clarity from the Honorable Minister, sir. So since you already mentioned about the motions die yesterday, so I would just like to know from the Honorable Minister, sir, whether the municipal department has already started using the this particular lot for dumping of garbage or not.
Mr. Speaker, sir, yes, it has been used just as a temporary landfill only. And this last 4th of March, public hearing was conducted to be for a permanent one. So we are awaiting the report from the Deputy Commissioner for the report on which held on the 4th March. And as soon as we get the report and if everything goes well and all the norms are fulfilled, then the government will acquire the land and will process for the new landfill.
Why I'm asking this particular question, Mr. Speaker, sir, because as per the information that I got, till date, more than 800 trucks of garbage has been dumped in that particular area. Despite all the protests that has been made from the villagers, from the different section of the society, but still the department from time to time they keep on dumping the garbage in that particular area. So it is very much contradict to the statement that was made by the Honorable Minister on the 7th of March, where he said that until and unless everyone is on board, they will not go against the will of the people. But in this particular case, it is different. Despite being protested by people from time to time, even the report of on the 4th of this month also, for the public hearing, the people of that area, they are against it. But in spite of the protests, why did the department keep on dumping again and again?
So, Mr. Presently, sir, dumping in that area is presently it was stopped because a few crew were protested, and therefore we have identified for another temporary landfills, and it was in this place presently we didn't dump it anymore because there is a few crews protesting. It was right, has been mentioned by the honorable member. So therefore also now we didn't dump anymore in that same place. So therefore we are waiting for a final report from the Deputy Commissioner.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope that the Honorable Minister will be very serious with regard to this case, and I hope that in the as fast as possible, an early dumping site, landfill site, will be identified so that there will not be any more problem with regard to the garbage issue in Jowai. And why we should do it as fast as possible, sir? Because now we could only see those particular places where the people used to dump the garbage. But it was not only on those particular places where the people dump their garbage. Some friend of mine, they showed me a photo, sir, along the Salaro Road, where a huge pile of garbage has been dumped. So this is really awkward, sir. So that's why I would like to request our Honorable Minister, since he is from our own district only, I would like to request him to take special attention so that the issue of garbage problem in Jowai will be solved at the earliest possible, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we from the government, we are very serious on these issues, and we are trying to solve these issues for finding a permanent solutions at the earliest, and the important suggestion by the member has been noted by me. So we are trying as the earliest possible from the government side. Even now our officer is on the job from the urban official. So I think in short time we are able to solve this problem, Mr. Speaker, sir. We are very, very serious from the government side for this particular issues. We know the importance of the issue because always the government is trying to fulfill the interests of the people of the state.
Yes, Vaima. So yesterday we had an exhaustive discussion relating to the same matter, that is the waste disposal in Jowai. And we got a very categorical assurance from the Honorable Minister yesterday that action would be taken by today. That was yesterday, sir. Sir, till this morning, the garbage is still lying where it was yesterday. Now, what action has the minister taken when he had assured in the House that the garbage will be lifted and the garbage still remains till this moment, sir? So may I know from the Honourable Minister, what kind of action has he taken?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to assure and remember by today evenings all the garbage will be lifted.
Okay, okay, sir. Well, I have no words.
You have tomorrow.
I heard the same yesterday, I'm hearing the same today. And I'm going to come back again tomorrow, with the same question. So, Honourable Minister, kindly be prepared with the same answer tomorrow again.
Yes,
So we've been hearing the debate about the landfill agenda in Jowai, and it's a adjourning area for quite a few times now. My question to the Honourable Minister Urban Affairs, sir, is it really possible for the Urban Affairs Minister to dump the garbage anyway if people are not giving the land? It's a question we need to hear. If no one's giving land, why is there this debate? So I'd like to know what are the efforts that have been put in amongst all the members in this August House that have risen again and again to talk about this issue. What is everyone doing to ensure that Jowai and its adjoining areas are going to be willing to give this dumping ground? Because it's becoming ridiculous now. How do you expect the Urban Affairs to take the dump? Where will they dump it? Then obviously they will dump it on the roadside. Obviously they will dump it in a place which is not relevant. So may I know from the Honourable Minister, what are the kind of efforts that will be taken immediately to look for this dumping ground, to dump this garbage, sir? Because it will not just get sorted out. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, that is why for the time being, temporary has been arranged. So we are moved very aggressively. By any means, we have to get a permanent solution for this. So in the meantime, that is the reason that we are identifying few temporary dumping. That is in order to avoid to dump anywhere, which is not good for us. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, to you, I would like to assure all the members, so we are trying at the earliest possible from department to solve this critical problem.
Yes, Masale.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this dumping ground every now and then people doesn't want that waste to be dumped in there by the site. So, is there any kind of alternative strategies processed by the government instead of that dumping? Any kind of mechanism where this waste can be turned into some kind of a productive, valuable things? Because in other country states, they change this dumping into some kind of a manure or some kind of a, productive products. So is there any alternative ideas by the government to think for that, so that people will not think that particular dump is a waste? So they will take it otherwise, so that people will be willing to give the land. So may I ask the Honourable Minister, is there any way that the government is thinking about in the long run to come?
Mr. Speaker, sir, when we get a permanent place, so actually it's not a normal dumping anymore. It will be a scientific waste processing plant. It will convert into a useful thing after some time. Because as per the Solid Waste Management Rule 2016, everything has been guided in such a manner that it should not be a dump like before. Now everything will be scientific dumping. So it will, later on it will turn to fertilizer. It will be useful for a farmer. So therefore I would request even all the members to make the awareness of all the people of the state. They should not be afraid of this dumping. The word dumping should be avoided. Actually, we will construct a scientific waste processing plant. Everything will be in order. There will be no harm for the people of the state wherever this plant is going to be set up.
Yes, Masale.
Mr. Speaker, sir, this issue is very important, sir. And I don't know whether the Honourable Minister will have the information about Chura dumping ground or not. But it is a very serious issue. In 2018, Honourable Chief Minister has also visited the site of the dumping ground at Chura. And Honourable Chief Minister has assured to the people surrounding that place that the dumping ground will be shifted to some other more feasible locality. But till now, it is dumping on the same site, and it is just close to the residential area. So it is creating lots of problems. So I would like to know from the Honourable Minister whether any new site has been identified for making dumping ground for the Chura town.
You are asking for Tura? The
Mr.
question
Speaker,
is
sir,
for...
actually that is a new question, and if the member wish, I shall provide information to him.
Yes, my George.
Honorable Speaker, sir, reply to 29C. It says that the government is in the process to procure suitable land for the purpose of sanitary landfill. And in the course of the reply of the Honorable Minister, sir, sometimes we are hearing dumping yard, sometimes we are hearing scientific waste management system. So these are three different ways of managing waste. Has the government decided or department decided on what kind of systems are they bringing? Because here we are talking of a sanitary landfill. And in the course of reply of the minister, he is saying scientific waste management and dumping yard. So what project has the government decided on, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir, in future, we are going to set a scientific waste processing plan.
So we are talking about now, sir. Now, when that future will come, we don't know. Whose future, sir? We are talking about the waste that was lying till yesterday, the waste was there. Today morning, the waste was there. Here, sanitary landfill, dumping yard, we are thinking scientific waste of future. So it seems they are not serious on this matter. The other day when I asked about a DPR was not in place, but then they are all around looking for land. So this is becoming a joke. So I don't know whether the Honourable Minister really understands the problem that is there on the ground to address this very, very crucial factor in waste management, which has become a menace and healthcare across the state, sir.
Mr. Speaker, I think I already replied clearly, very clear on this.
So since it was not clear, that's why I raised the question.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I already replied that in future we are going to set a scientific waste processing plan. And that is why yesterday I keep replying. The problem of the grassroots is very important. So therefore, protection the sentiment of the people of the local area is very important for the government. That's why I always use the word until and unless everybody is satisfied, we are not going to go against the people will of any particular area.
So satisfaction will come only if there is a proper plan in place for people to understand what the government is trying to do. But then here, if you're writing sanitary landfill and then you're coming up with a reply on the floor of a scientific waste management, the matter seems that they still don't understand the problem, sir. So I don't want to go further on this, sir, since we're wasting time, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Amir,
just one.
yeah.
I would like to know from the Honourable Minister, since we are talking about dumping of garbage and all, in Nongpo town, the solid waste management has been inaugurated, but my suggestion to the Honourable Minister to instruct the department so that to make it operationalized. That is my humble suggestion.
Point is noted, Mr. Speaker.